Hey guys, Rob out here, and ImAlwaysInHotWater.com. Once again, Happy New Year. And here we go, boat number 2 out at the Freedom Boat Club. As you guys saw, the first, ouch! The first boat was a 2012 Key West 2020. And right here we have a 2008 Hurricane, very desirable boat, Sundeck 220. And she's a beauty. And first thing I do want to point out though, and let's get right to it, let's call what we see it. You guys can see you have that external red that is going to take yearly buffing. And now the guys here, they do a great job, and the paint comes right back up. They haven't gotten to this vessel yet. It'll probably be sold before they even get to, but every year they just kind of wax and buff out that hull, and it looks real nice. And you will have to do that on any vessel that is going to have an off color other than the white. The red and the greens are definitely the hardest to maintain. And if you want to keep your boat looking with that shiny red, you're going to have to buff it and wax it. I would probably just do it every 6 months. But you are not at a lost cause here. That color will come back out, at least as I see it. Remember, I am not a surveyor or a paint guy or a hull guy. I'm just here to show you what I see. Now, they offered to buff it out and make it look nice and pretty for me, and I said absolutely not, because I want you to see what your vessel, if you're going to be using this boat, you're going to be putting hundreds of hours on the boat, you know, this is what it's going to look like, you know, every 6 months after you buff it out. So I want you to see that. A lot of guys out there will grease up the hulls on you. Not me. I want you to see hardcore what you're dealing with, and the boats will be priced accordingly. And you guys can see up on this side, I didn't really see any discernible markings on the other side, but obviously this being docking side, you got a few. Let me see if I can get up closer with the GoPro. It's consistent down starboard side. You're going to have fender markings and a couple nicks and a couple scratches, but it's a boat club boat. Once again, in case you didn't watch the video on the first boat and you weren't interested in it, it is a fleet serviced vessel. These vessels are serviced better than guys. I get them with guys with 6-month-old boats, with boats that have been sitting every 100 hours. On this vessel, as well as the others, we have service records up to date. All, in fact, from 2016, I'm carrying all service records, including titles. Yamaha 225 4-stroke. It is a manufactured 06 motor, not put into service until 08 with the vessel. So you have a 2008 boat, 2006 motor, not put into service till 08. Once again, marine fuel and all of the accoutrements that come with good service and marine fuel, and you know, not getting that ethanol. If you can avoid it, I always recommend it. This Sundeck 220 is in great shape as far as your interior goes. The cushions on all of these boats are changed out usually every 2 years. This one was done probably at the end of 2015, and you guys can see, other than just standard little bit of wear and tear, you know, they are in great shape. Hopefully the GoPro and the SD camera are kind of getting that in for you. So I have no complaints. They are cushy, and they are from the manufacturer. They do not replace here with secondhand or remakes or generic. It's always ordered from the manufacturer. These are Hurricane cushions, and as you can see, they are in great shape. You guys can see the bimini as well as on the 2012 Key West over there. I didn't mention the bimini. And only if I'm going to point out, you guys can see up on the captain's chair, she is getting a little wear and tear. You guys can see right there. You got a little bit of stitching coming out here in the center. If you take a look, trying to get both cameras on it, it's kind of tough to do. Should only be using one camera, but it's in the shop, so I got the GoPro for super clear quality, and this other camera's a little bit fuzzy. But overall, that's going to be about it. You know, but clean and neat. Now, you have a head area in this vessel. There is no porta potty in there. You can purchase your own. Wow, you change your stereo station in there uh, for your, in case you get a porta potty in there and you want to go potty. So that's kind of nice. I'm trying to just basically point out the negative. You guys can all see the boat's pretty clean, as well as the other vessels here. Trailer is not included in price, but there may be one available out in the service yard. That would be an additional cost. We can cross that road when it comes, unless you don't need a trailer or you're local and you're just going to dock it. Fresh bottom paint. Also on this vessel, everything has just been done in the last couple of weeks or last couple of months. All services are caught up. As we still have nice weather and running into the season. Now, I do want to note, you have your vanity there. On this vessel, let's just get this, you guys also have a ski pole here. It pops up. This boat has a freshwater system as well as a live well. It was actually forward of the vessel in the bow. They are disconnected in this vessel. It doesn't mean they're not working. They're just disconnected. As this boat is rented out, what they do not want is people on here with fishing poles and fishing, because you're going to cause problems to the upholstery. This boat is designed for you to go fishing if you'd like, pull some of your cushions out, and it has a live well and a cooler, but that is disconnected at the moment. I'll assume that the freshwater pump and live well pump all working, but don't hold my word to that. So overall, real clean, real nice boat. Let's get to the hours on the vessel. 1,720 hours, serviced every 100 hours. Once again, we do have a higher hour boat. It is a rental boat, and we are priced accordingly. We have a GPS map 741XS touch screen, and that is also NEMA 2000 connected, certified, and everything else, where you can get all your gauges, every little thing you need to know about the boat. It will tell you what the boat is thinking. That is something that is just real nice to have, easy for mechanics to work on your boat. And for these guys here, it's real important because it lets them keep track of everything going on with the vessel. As you can hear, the Fusion stereo is working. You got a fresh VHF, also ICM324. Everything works on the vessel. And you do not have an RPM gauge or a miles per hour gauge. You're all tuned into the Garmin. And in fact, we go to our, let's go back. Gauges. And let's just go engines once again. And I can go up and down. I can look at my temperature, my oil. Let me get the GoPro down. Whether I'm charging or not. My flow, my gallons, RPMs, miles per hour, everything you need. It's wired, computer wired, NEMA 2000, real nice. I get very few boats where guys will go through and hook that up. So overall, real nice vessel. You know, you do a little bit of elbow grease. Let's go back to home. Let's go back to charts. Let's go back to navigation chart. 1,720 hours. I have the service records. All services are up to date. You know that these Yamaha motors can go on for a long time. And once again, as I'll say before, I do not, the 1,720 hours does not scare me. I'd rather have a fleet service vessel with the mechanic that is on top of these solely for these boats, taking care of these, changing oils, water pumps, everything that needs to be done, thermostats, things you don't even think about when you're buying a pre-owned vessel. These vessels have to be 100% mechanically up to speed. Nobody wants to rent out a boat and have to go out and tow it back in. So overall, just real nice vessel. A little bit of elbow grease. Serviced, ready to go. Bottom paint's fresh. Let me know if you need a trailer, priced accordingly. And we're going to close that out there with the 2008 Sundeck 220. Next up, that closes out the 2012 Key West 2020 DC, if you haven't seen it. And we're going to move on to the 2011, I think, 211 Key West DC. So anyway, Rob out here, and ImAlwaysInHotWater.com, signing off.